Hey Marvel fans, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Name and this is the Nerdy Lair. And today we got some big news coming in about Kang Dynasty and the role Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to be playing in the film. So I want to talk about that. I want to break that down, talk about what it means for the movie, but I also want to talk about the Marvel and Sony relationship aspect and what that could look like going forward and what that could blossom into in future Marvel projects like Secret Wars. And I am also going to be talking about Avengers Kang Dynasty and what that movie specifically was going to be looking like and the certain projects in phases 5 and 6 that will be important to the future in the lead up to Kang Dynasty and the things we should be looking for going forward. So starting off, I want to talk about Tom Holland and his role in Kang Dynasty because a lot of the rumors and leaks, and they seem pretty solid, have been saying that he's going to be the lead of the movie. Now, what does that mean? That just means he's going to have like the most runtime. He's going to be top of like the casting sheet, and he's just going to be like the lead of the movie. Like, he's not going to be the leader of the Avengers like some people were thinking, but he's basically going to be like the Iron Man in Kang Dynasty, just how Iron Man was in Infinity War. Like, it's just going to be the same thing. And I think that's perfect because not only did they call him Iron Man Jr. and stuff like that, one, he has spider sense, which could work really good against Kang, and two, he's a genius. Like, and he's Spider-Man. He's one of the most popular comic book characters of all time. So having him as the lead of one of your biggest movies ever is just a smart go. It's a smart play. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't do that. He's by far the most beloved character in Phase 4 or Phase 5 who's had a solo project. And he's like one of the few people who actually have a good, I would say, like vibe around him. Like, none of the characters like that could potentially be in the Avengers have some like real hype or like a solid fan base. Like, Tom Holland Spider-Man specifically is such a huge draw because of his like rabid fan base. Like, people love Tom Holland because he's a great actor and he's like funny and goofy and he's like a teen heartthrob and stuff like that. So why wouldn't you have that guy as the lead of your movie? But also, one of the more interesting aspects about this is the relationship between Sony and Marvel, because we've been hearing things about them like closing in the deal for Spider-Man 4, which is seemingly like basically confirmed, right? That he's going to be having a movie in the summer of 2024. And we've also gotten leaks that like Tom Holland and like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in Across the Spider-Verse and like potentially beyond the Spider-Verse, who knows. And we've also heard things about like Andrew Garfield potentially being in Venom 3. So maybe Marvel and Sony are gonna like try to make this more cohesive and maybe streamline it and maybe put like somebody like Andy Brock's Venom in the MCU or something like that. Who knows? But anything like that would be post Secret Wars. But it's just fun to think about the possibilities, right? We've always thought like, what would Marvel look like with like all the toys, right? And having all of the Spider characters with the Fox characters and stuff like that would be literally all the toys and would be a full and complete Marvel universe. So hopefully Marvel and Sony could get on a good page and they realize that they can't make good movies on their own, and they just start making movies straight up with Marvel. I would love it, and I think it would work for both of them. So now that we know our lead for the movie is going to be Tom Holland, presumably, it's not 100% confirmed, but it seems most likely that's what they're going to go with, and it makes a lot of sense. I now want to start talking about and shifting focus to the Avengers lineup as a whole. And there have been a lot of reports coming out about what the Avengers lineup is going to be, and it really seems based on rumors and reports and using some nerdy speculation. I think we kind of have a feel for what the Avengers lineup is going to look like, and we can make some pretty safe and guaranteed bets on what it's going to be. First, you have Captain Marvel. Next, you have Shang-Chi. Next, you have Moon Knight. Next, you have She-Hulk. Next, you have Spider-Man. Next, you have Cap, Sam Wilson. Next, you have Ant-Man. And next, you have Black Panther, Shuri. And like I said, this is just like the most safe version. It might not be exactly all these people. This is just like the group that makes the most sense. And there are two other people in Daredevil who Feige wants because he knows comics and he knows Daredevil would be super awesome. In Destin, who wants the Hulk, which would also be really cool. And hopefully we can get some Savage Hulk action. And they kind of want to put all these people possibly together in the same movie. And I believe in my man Destin Creighton to make all this work. But he has a lot of stuff to make work that like hasn't yet. Like, it just hasn't. And I mean, if you put all these characters together with just the Avengers lineup, you're talking like 10 people as the Avengers, plus the non-Avenger characters like Guardians and whatever the Young Avengers and potentially and stuff like that. Like, that's a lot of characters who have never talked about or interacted with each other for the most part. Like, it's a bold move. I personally wouldn't do it unless I had a plan to give them way more development and have them grow together and have development and storylines that like involve the team. Now, they don't have to be like Avengers when it happens, but certain storylines and arcs do have to impact and directly involve other characters to have these characters really develop together and have that chemistry and time together and really give the fans a chance to truly love these characters, not only individually, but as a group. Now, I do think in 2024, we're going to get a lot of ground level stuff. And even this year, I think we're going to get a lot of ground level stuff as well. And I think we're going to get some stuff maybe that teases the Avengers this year. And then next year, we'll start getting more stuff like that and really getting into it. But even then, I wonder if that's not enough time to develop a 10-man group of Avengers for one movie. But in my opinion, when all is said and done, I'm very excited for Marvel post 2023 basically. Now, there is projects in 2023 that I'm very excited for, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 I'm excited for, X-Men 97, Secret Invasion, Loki, all that stuff. But I do think there's going to be some mid, and there's going to be that like phase 4 mid cloud, I guess you would say, hanging over some of these projects if they don't get delayed or pushed back. But I do think past that, in 2024 and beyond, we're going to get high quality, good Marvel movies, limited shows, and they're going to be like high quality as well, hopefully. Like, hopefully movie quality. And I do think we'll be back in a place where like Marvel is king. But I wonder if there's been too much damage to the Marvel brand. And that is something we will find out in years to come. And I think Marvel is asking themselves that very same question. And hopefully, by 2025, we can look back at phase 4 and the beginning of phase 5 and be like, that's just phase 2. And we were overreacting. And we all enjoy ourselves. And like, we all love Kang Dynasty. Secret Wars is amazing. And like, Eternity Wars, I guess, is also the dopest dope. And if you agree or disagree, leave opinions down below. Peace out.